Pradeep Chandani is now with us. Pradeep, let me first start with Tata Motors. 5% up move today. You think that if markets were to rally from here on, Tata Motors could do very well?
I think after this run-up, the stock is approaching its crucial resistance level. If you look at medium-term charts, I think 34-week moving average, which is placed around 425, that would be a very crucial resistance area to eye. So I think above 425, there you have 200 DM at 450. But my sense is that closer to 425, one should do well to exit a long position, because I think it was a very oversold kind of territory, and this is a kind of bounce back from oversold territory, and I think 425 will be a region where it will encounter very tough resistance.
Right, but as of now, what would be the trade in Tata Motors? Should one ride it till 425? Can a fresh position be created, or just wait for a decline? If it happens, one should look to buy this.
No, I think the kind of momentum it has shown after last couple of around 8 to 10 days of consolidation, it has given a fresh breakout on its hourly chart in today's trade. So traders would do well to keep a stop loss of 388 and get into the stock with a target of 425. But this is the last leg of the rally in my sense, and one would do well to, if one can scalp out 2-3% is fine, but the stock has already seen a large run up, and it is entering the last phase of the up move, as in my understanding. So closer to 425, one would do well to exit long positions.
Right. What would be your view as far as the auto index is concerned? All the auto names are doing quite well today.
Yeah, I think this is one of the outperforming index in today's trade. I think it is the top gainer among sectoral indices. I think along with other sectoral indices, CNX Auto Index has also very tough resistance around its 34-week moving average, as well as 200 DMA from where it has reversed recently. So I would watch out for those levels. To be precise, 8,386. So around 1.5% higher from here. There is a very tough resistance for auto index. Going into the stocks, I think TVS Motor is one stock which we have recommended to our clients recently. This is our Diwali pick as well. After a consolidation of around a year, the stock has broken out on its weekly charts. So I think TVS Motor is one stock where we have initiated fresh coverage, and we expect a target of around 370 in a 8 to 10 years time span, 8 to 10 months time span.
Right. What would be your view on L&T after results? Every day it has been seeing selling since Monday.
Yeah, clearly, while Nifty and other sectoral indices are much higher from their September bottoms, this was the stock which broke September bottoms after the results. So I think clearly some more downside is in store. I think the next big support level to watch out would be in the vicinity of 1300, where its lower band of monthly Bollinger is placed. So I think a couple of % more downside is clearly visible on the stock.
Pradeep, just stay on with us. About 90 seconds remaining for close. I'll come back after the market closing again. If you look at the markets, down 32 points, closing in towards the day's low. We started at the day's high. Definitely something that the street will not take nicely. Axis Bank down 0.6, Hindalco down 0.7, Vedanta up 0.25%, Power Grid flat with the negative bias, Tata Steel down about 0.5. Idea Cellular up 1.2, NTPC down 0.5%, Tech Mahindra down 2.4. Numbers were in line. They were decent set of numbers, but again, Tech Mahindra opened at the day's high, closed at the day's low. BHEL flat, no major change. Numbers on Friday. PNB numbers on Friday, no change. Z Entertainment 414, absolutely flat. L&T, this is one name that opened at the day's high, and now it's closing in towards the day's low. Adani Ports down 0.74%, 289.05. Reliance Industries down 2%, Ambuja Cements down about 0.5%, Bharti Airtel down 0.5%, Tata Power on your screen down about 0.3%. Tata Power made no change actually. Coal India up 1.2%. It has been doing well since the time it has declared the October offtake numbers. Asian Paints down 1.5%, Kale down about 2%. Lupin down 1.2%, Cipla down 0.65%, HDFC Limited down about 0.3%, HUL down 0.4%. Wipro down about 2 rupees or so, 572. HCL Tech on the positive side, 6 rupees higher. That's the closing bell that you can hear. Maruti, the global Suzuki company, increased their guidance, citing India as the business, and maybe that's why it was up about 0.8. But the entire auto pack did very, very well today. So whether it was a Tata Motor, a Maruti, M&M, which you can see at Bajaj Auto, Hero, all of them did particularly quite well. 8,029, this is the provisional close. Just wanted to say in the next 4-5 minutes you should have the adjusted close coming in as well. Hero MotoCorp, another auto name that did well, 1.3% higher. Tata Motors, top gainer, 6.4% higher, 405. That's really a spectacular move coming in for Tata Motors. M&M, 1.4% higher, 1,251 numbers come out on Friday. Hero MotoCorp, 1.3% higher, 2,618. The third auto gainer. Fourth gainer is Coal India. So the top three gainers were from the auto pack. Coal India is up about 4 rupees or so. SBI 1.2% higher, numbers on Friday, so looking in strong ahead of numbers. Tomorrow, of course, there is one more trading session ahead of numbers. Idea Cellular 1.2% higher, 141, 3.9 million shares are traded for Idea. BPCL up 1% yesterday after IOC numbers. It went down, but right now it's on the positive side. Maruti 0.9% higher, 4,521. Bajaj Auto about 20 rupees higher. So the entire auto basket had a lot of buying. Let's look at the losers now. Bank of Baroda also declares numbers on Friday. Losers, in terms of losers, Tech Mahindra was the top loser, 2.4% decline. It actually opened 3% higher, so quite surprising. It's down 2.5%. ICICI 2% decline, 273. Sun Pharma down 2%. Reliance Industries down 2%. GAIL down 2%. Kotak Bank down about 1% or so. So high beta, especially Kotak, ICICI, ACC, Bosch, all losing out. Asian Paints, Ultratech, Lupin, Kane India were some of the other losers on the screen. Let's look at the mid-cap space. That's where the action was happening in since morning. Majesco was up 6%. Navkar Corporation, that's a new listing that just happened a few days back. It's up about 5%. Jain Irrigation up close to 6% or so. Minda Industries was up a full 20%. Kaya Limited, that's erstwhile Marico Kaya, was up 8%. PTC India Financial Services up 5%. Eros International, after days of being on the downside, was up about 3% or so. Tamil Nadu Newspaper Prints, that's a company that declared numbers yesterday. Numbers were decent. It's up about 5%. Prime Focus up about 6%, 55 odd rupees towards close. Tourism Finance up about 6.5%. Not much apart from this that I can identify in terms of any meaningful gainers for the mid-cap space. Let's look at some of the losers as well. So if I look at the losers, Bajaj Hindustan down 7%, ABG Shipyard down 17% towards close. Not sure if there is any news flow, but it's gone to the levels of 100. Cox and Kings down about 4 odd percent. Sham Telecom is down 10%. It's a company that did a deal with Reliance Communication just a few days back. AdLabs Entertainment down 8%. LT Foods down about 5%. And again, the action seems to be quite limited as far as even the losers in the mid-cap space are concerned. We were talking to Pradeep. He's still with us. We spoke about L&T. What would be your view on BHEL at 201?
See, BHEL in the capital goods space, we have been avoiding, and we have maintained our bearish stance. The stock was clearly a laggard in the whole pack, and the stock was briefly holding on to its 194 support, and that's where its a major support area exists. That is the previous bottom made in October 2014. So I think that would be the important support to watch out. If it breaks that 194 level decisively, then another leg of downside opens, which can take it to around 145, 150 kind of region. So clearly avoid in the infra space.
Right. So the entire cap goods infra space is not looking that great, right?
Yeah, clearly. I mean, the sectoral indices, if you see all the CNX sectoral indices of Nifty, CNX Infra is one which is very close to its lows made in September beginning, and L&T being the highest weight, obviously that is weighing on the index. So clearly whole CNX Infra index is looking weaker than all the other sectoral indices. Yeah.
Right. What would, you essentially look to buy? We spoke about auto. Any other sector that you're looking at in terms of buying?
See, mid-cap IT and mid-cap pharma, we are quite bullish, but all the stocks there have seen quite a good run-up. So at this juncture, we have a couple of stocks. One which I talked about is TVS Motors. Other couple of stocks which we like in the mid cap space are Petronet. Then you have Hindustan Media Venture Limited in the media space. MD Educare, Navkar that you spoke about. So these are a couple of stock ideas we are playing, but not any sector as such.
Right. What would you do with the mid-cap space overall? Mid-cap space and, the strength over there that we are seeing versus some of the large-cap players?
See, as we have been talking through our various conversations, CNX mid-cap index was the one which did not broke out on its larger term charts. So clearly right now also, while other stocks are showing clear signs of topping out and they could not cross their major long-term resistance levels that were 34-week moving averages and 200 DMAs that we have been speaking about, CNX mid-cap index is relatively looking stronger. So that would mean that there would be stock-specific opportunity that will be available, but then you have to pick and choose among them.
Right. Can you talk about Jet Airways? What's happening over there in terms of action? A lot of action over there. Do you think that it can go ahead further?
I think if you see the monthly charts of Jet Airways and if you connect major tops made in 2010 and then 2013, that resistance line comes around 509, 510. So I would watch out for this region, but looking at the kind of formation that is happening and the kind of strength it is showing, my sense is that it's likely to pass that resistance area, and if that happens, then it will enter into a major big bull market, and it can first off major target would be 687, and then we can go forward to the highest high it made in 2010. So clearly a positive view, but 510 will be the major resistance area to watch out.
Right, but considering what names like aviation companies have done in the last few years, continuous decline every time they were going up, would you be slightly skeptical to buy into this name?
See, I would technically we watch out for signs of weakness on monthly charts whenever a stock or any like sectoral indices moves significantly, and then if it makes a negative divergence on its longer term charts, then it's a reason to worry. But looking at Jet Airways or SpiceJet for that matter, their monthly charts are showing a higher RSI formation along with the price price move. So I think unless this formation is supported by RSI, I mean it is as long as this is supported by RSI movement, I would stay bullish, and I think there is no sign of weakness on long term charts. So I would not be skeptical and participate on further upside rally.
Right. Adani Ports has been weak after results in the last few days. Any view on that name?
Yeah, clearly there are signs of worry because the multiple bottoms which were placed around 288, 290, the stock is currently placed around that, and if these levels 288 kind of levels which where multiple supports are placed, if these are broken on a weekly basis, I think there will be a significant downside opening up, and in that case I would watch out for levels of around 240, 250 kind of levels. So that will be the minimum downside if 288 is taken out on weekly basis.
Right. Just a last word on names like Bank of Baroda, SBI. Results are yet to come. Anything that you can pick up?
I think Bank of Baroda is relatively better placed in the PSU pack. If we take its monthly charts, then a clear major support is placed around 156, where its 34-month moving average is placed. But clearly, I mean, the kind of formation Bank Nifty is showing, it's clearly relatively weaker than Nifty. And if Bank Nifty breaches 17,100 decisively, then 16,600 kind of level can be seen. So I think I would not initiate fresh longs, but whatever long position are there, 155 should be kept as a stop loss.
Right. Pradeep, thank you so much for taking out time for us. Always a pleasure talking to you.